Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Brooke Logan heated, Ridge letting Thomas break Hope's heart. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, and Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, are going to butt heads next week over their children's romances. Brooke believes Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, is manipulating her daughter with his wedding shenanigans, and she's hurt when Ridge won't shut it down. Keep reading for all the details. Here's what's happening next week on Bold and Beautiful. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Ridge butts heads. It really is a miracle that Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester have lasted this long. The troubled couple is always trying to navigate choppy waters because Brooke's daughter, Hope Logan, Anika Noel, is always feuding with his daughter or sleeping with his son. Seems like Ridge is tired of having to discuss Hope, Thomas, and Steffi's drama with Brooke over and over. Could Thomas marrying Paris Buckingham, Diamond White, do damage to their relationship that they can't bounce back from? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers show Brooke Logan never wanted her daughter to be with Thomas. It's not a secret that she didn't support their relationship. But the only thing Brooke hates seeing more than her daughter hooking up with Thomas is her daughter heartbroken. It's painful to watch Hope smile through Thomas' engagement party, and Brooke's tired of her stepson putting her daughter through the ringer. B&B spoilers. Brooke Logan corners Ridge Forrester. B&B spoilers indicate Brooke will corner Ridge and want to talk about Thomas' wedding plans. Brooke is confident that Thomas is just toying with Hope's emotions and trying to manipulate her into being with him. A bold promo for Net Week shows them having a heated conversation in the garden. Brooke reveals that Hope is really having a tough time and Ridge snaps back coldly, "Hope will be fine." Do you think that Brooke is right and Thomas is just using his engagement to hurt and manipulate Hope Logan? Is Ridge wrong not to shut down his grown son's Fox wedding? Brooke Logan paced the length of her spacious living room, her perfectly manicured nails tapping impatiently against her phone. She couldn't shake the image of Hope, her daughter, with tears streaming down her face. The pain in her eyes haunted Brooke. It wasn't just any heartbreak. This was a betrayal orchestrated by Thomas Forrester, the same man who had caused so much chaos and suffering in their lives before. And what infuriated Brooke even more was that Ridge, her husband, seemed to be letting it all happen. She stopped by the window, looking out at the sprawling Forrester estate, and let out a frustrated sigh. How could Ridge be so blind? How could he let their daughter's heart be shattered by someone as manipulative as Thomas? Just then, the front door creaked open, and Brooke turned to see Ridge walking in, his expression a mix of wariness and resolve. He barely had time to put down his briefcase before Brooke was on him, her eyes blazing with anger. "Ridge, we need to talk," she said, her voice trembling with restrained fury. Ridge sighed, running a hand through his graying hair. "Brooke, I've had a long day at the office. Can this wait?" "No, it can't," Brooke snapped. "This is about Hope and Thomas. How can you just stand by and let him break her heart again?" Ridge looked at her, his blue eyes reflecting the turmoil within him. "Brooke, Thomas is my son. I can't just turn my back on him. But you can let him hurt Hope, our daughter." Brooke's voice rose, echoing through the elegant room. "This isn't just about Thomas being your son, Ridge. This is about right and wrong. And what Thomas is doing is wrong." Ridge's face hardened. "Thomas has changed. He's trying to be better. He's trying to be better." Brooke scoffed. "Ridge, he's using the same old tricks, manipulating Hope's emotions, playing with her heart. You know it as well as I do." Ridge stepped closer, his tone softening but still firm. "I believe in giving people second chances, Brooke. Thomas has been through therapy, he's been working on himself. We have to give him the benefit of the doubt." Brooke shook her head, her anger giving way to a deep sadness. "I want to believe that, Ridge, I really do. But every time I see Hope hurting, I can't help but think that this is just another one of Thomas's schemes." Ridge reached out, taking her hands in his. "Brooke, I love Hope. I want what's best for her, just like you do. But we can't control her life. We can't make her decisions for her. But we can protect her, Brooke insisted. We can make sure she's not being manipulated and hurt by someone who has proven time and again that he can't be trusted. Ridge looked down, his grip tightening on her hands. And what if Thomas really has changed? What if this time is different? Brooke pulled her hands away, her eyes shining with unshed tears. And what if it isn't? What if we're just setting Hope up for more heartbreak? Before Ridge could respond, the door to the living room opened and Hope walked in. Her eyes were red-rimmed and she looked exhausted, but there was a determined set to her jaw. "Mom, Dad, I need to talk to you," she said, her voice steady despite the obvious pain. Brooke immediately went to her, wrapping her arms around her daughter. "Oh, Hope, honey, are you okay?" Hope hugged her mother tightly, then stepped back, her eyes meeting Ridge's. "I've made a decision. About Thomas." Ridge's heart sank. He feared the worst but tried to remain supportive. "Whatever it is, Hope, we will support you." Hope took a deep breath, gathering her strength. "I know everyone thinks Thomas is still the same manipulative person he used to be, and maybe he is. But I've decided that I need to figure that out for myself. I can't keep living in fear of being hurt. I need to give him a chance, or I'll always wonder." Brooke's face crumpled with worry. "Hope, you don't have to do this. You don't have to put yourself through more pain." Hope shook her head. "I appreciate your concern, Mom. I really do. But this is something I have to do. I need to know if Thomas has truly changed. If he hasn't, and I'll walk away. But if he has, I can't deny the feelings I have for him." Ridge stepped forward, placing a hand on Hope's shoulder. "I'm proud of you, Hope, for being brave enough to face this. Just know that we are here for you, no matter what happens." Brooke looked at Ridge, her eyes pleading. "Ridge, please." But Ridge shook his head, his expression resolute. "Hope has made her decision, Brooke. We have to respect that." Brooke felt a surge of helplessness wash over her. She wanted to protect her daughter, to shield her from the inevitable pain she believed was coming. Also knew that Hope was an adult, capable of making her own choices. Hope gave her parents a small, grateful smile. "Thank you. Both of you. I know this isn't easy." As Hope turned to leave, Brooke reached out, stopping her with a gentle touch. "Just promise me one thing, Hope." "Anything, Mom," Hope said, her eyes softening. "Promise me that you'll be careful, that you'll listen to your instincts and not let Thomas manipulate you again." Hope nodded. "I promise, Mom. I'll be careful." With that, Hope left the room, leaving Brooke and Ridge standing in a heavy silence. Brooke felt a tear slip down her cheek, her heart etching with a mix of fear and hope. She turned to Ridge, her voice barely above a whisper. "Ridge, if he hurts her again." Ridge pulled her into his arms, holding her tightly. "We'll be here for her, Brooke. We'll get through this together." Brooke clung to him, hoping with all her heart that this time, things would be different. But deep down, a part of her couldn't shake the feeling that they were heading towards yet another heartbreak. And as much as she wanted to believe in second chances, she couldn't help but wonder if Thomas Forrester would ever truly change.